We'll do some specific questions in PNC related to selection of points to form lines and all. I have generally clubbed them together as geometry kind of questions, but trust me, they have got nothing to do with geometry. It's basically PNC only. For example, just the moment when I said it has got nothing to do with geometry, I'm actually recalling a geometry theorem or kind of formula here. How many points do you need to make a straight line? Okay, the answer is very simple, 2 points. Line segment. Okay, not to get it into technicalities, the line, the way we know it, that it has 2 ends, and the 2 ends are connected by that line, a straight line. That is what we call a line. That is how we know it in a very simplest form. So basically, we need 2 points to make one line. Then some of you may argue that what about the points which are there already on this line, all of them together on this line? But what you have to understand here is that I don't need them to make this line. They are there by default, right? So any which ways I need only 2 points. The 2 points on the end to make this line. The other points are just there. Okay. Now say if I have 3 points like this, so how many lines can I make? I can connect these 2 points. I can connect these 2 points. I can connect these 2 points. So I can make 3 lines. No other line can I make. The question therefore is, if there are n points, how many lines can you make? So as we have seen, 2 points, 1 line. So in the number of ways in which I can select 2 points should be the number of lines. Select any 2 points, you get a line. But then again, there is a problem also, because we saw here there are 6 points, but I am getting only 1 line. If I take this part of the line, this is nothing but a segment of the whole line, right? So this is not a new line. It is part of an existing line. So these 6 points basically give me the same line, right? We understand this? Okay. So now what the 2 question which has come into existence now is that every 2 points will give me 1 line, but if the points are already on the same line, they don't give me new lines. So how do I put all this together and try to come up with the sensible answer here? It goes like this. The answer will be NC2, but then we will subtract cases where points are on the same line. For example, say if there are 3 points which are on a straight line, and there is another point somewhere around. So we know that I can connect this 1 point with any of these 3 lines, and I'll have my 4 points, 4 lines and all, right? 1 line, all 3 dots put together, because they will not give me any other line except the line which is already there. But I can also connect each of these dots with this point, and I will have 3 more lines. So I'll have in total 4 lines. How do I get this in terms of formula? With 4 points, it was very easy for me to construct and all and understand this. What we can do here is that 4 points should ideally give me 4C2 is equal to 6 lines. If none of the 3 will be in the same line. If all of them are such that only 2 points will give me a unique line. But because of the fact that 3 of them are on the same line, the number of lines which these 3 points were giving me, if they were not on the same line, I don't get it anymore. Try and understand this. If these 3 points were not on the same line, and the term we use in geometry is called collinear. Okay, but that is only as an additional information. In PNC, we really don't need to use it so much. You must know it. Collinear. Collinear means points are on the same line. So if points are on the same line or they are collinear, then they give me only 1 line. But if these 3 lines were non-collinear, in different parts of the space, then I could have got how many lines? 3C2 or 3 lines, right? Which I don't get anymore. So how many lines am I devoid of? Because of the fact that 3 points are on the same line, the number of lines they would have given normally, which is 3C2. Therefore, if I know that there are 4 points on a plane, my answer should be 4C2. Then they tell me, no sir, 3 of them are on the same line. Then I say, okay, subtract 3C2. But then I realize the fact that 3 of them are on the same line, they'll give me at least 1 line. Na? I'll have to take that line. I've subtracted that line also in 3C2. So plus 1. And therefore my answer is 6 minus 3 plus 1, which is equal to 4. So how many lines do I get with 4 dots where 3 are of the same straight line? 4 lines. Okay. Say for example, if I give you a question like this, let's straight away come to a slightly more difficult question, because this concept is pretty easy. I'm sure we are in a position to answer questions like this. See, right throughout my school and college days, I have been in strife with any kind of artistic ability. So you will have to bear with me and forgive my inability to draw straight lines and even dots. I'm humble enough to admit that at least. Okay. Anyways, but I am sure that you understand what I have drawn, or at least you have to understand. You don't have a choice here. There is a straight line which has 7 points. There is another straight line which has 6 points. Then there is a straight line which cuts through both these lines at different points. And this line also has 5 points. Obviously some points are common because they are intersecting and all. The dots which have been highlighted are our dots. These are the dots that we are going to use. The question is, how many lines can you form? Not new lines or anything, even the existing lines are good enough for us, but how many lines can you form using all these dots? We'll take the same approach as we did. We'll first count the number of points without double counting. The total number of points will be 7, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So there are 15 points, so my answer should be 15C2 normally without any constraints and all. But now, as we can see, there are points which are common. For example, in this line there are 6 points. These 7 points. These 7 points will not give me a new line because they are on the same line. So they will give me only one line. What do I do with that then? Minus 7C2. These 6 points are on the same straight line. They will not give me a new line. So minus 6C2. These 5 points are on the same straight line. They will not give me a new line. So minus 5C2. But each set, these 7, these 6 or these 5, each set of collinear points is giving me one line which I have already drawn. One line so we are getting, na? We are all convinced about this. So that one line at least we will have to add. The moment you subtract 7C2, 6C2, 5C2, you have subtracted that one line also. So one line for each of them, so plus 3. And this should be my answer. Now the question that arises in your mind, the fact that the lines are intersecting with each other, won't that make a difference? Try and understand this, what we are doing here. We are saying, give me 2 points, I'll make a line. Then we come to a revelation that 3 or 4 points are on the same line. So I can't take any 2 of them and get a new line. All of them are giving me one line only. The fact that there is a common point in this line and this line, why should it affect my answer? What am I subtracting? I am subtracting that all the lines that these 6 points could have made amongst themselves. All the lines that these 6 points could have made amongst themselves. Then what am I subtracting? All the lines that these 5 points would have made amongst themselves. There is nothing common in these two subtraction. That point is common, but that is incidental. That is of no consequence conceptually, right? So the fact that lines are intersecting with each other will not affect our answer in any way. Okay. Now extension of this concept is triangles. How many points do I need to make a triangle? 3 non-collinear points will give me one triangle. Okay. So same kind of logic will be applied here, that if there are n points of which M, P, Q are collinear, different collinear sets, then how many triangles can you get? So ideally it should be NC3, but collinear set will not give me a triangle. Yeah? Can we get a triangle from these 3 points? I know some of you are trying also, but you will have to trust me on this. It's next to impossible. Though I have seen people achieve everything, but more likely, very unlikely. Okay. So NC3, M points which are collinear will not give me a triangle, so subtract them. P points which are collinear, no triangle, subtract them. Q points which are collinear, no triangle, so subtract them. So this should be my answer. Do I need to add anything? No. Because 3 points collinear means not even one triangle. 3 points collinear mean one line at least, which I was adding back in the previous cases. But if points are collinear on the same line, they are not going to give me even one triangle. Okay, so nothing to be added back here. This is my full and final answer. Alright, as far as triangles go. Okay, let's extend this concept to quadrilaterals now. Full-fledged geometry in PNC. This is like a mixed weight sabji now. We are mashing up everything. Geometry, PNC. Okay, hopefully it will be delicious at least. Quadrilateral basically means a 4-sided figure. Okay. So 4-sided figure means 4 points which are non-collinear. Only then you can have a 4-sided figure. Okay. So basically the answer should be same. If there are n points, the maximum number of quadrilaterals should be NC4. And if the points are collinear, they won't give me any quadrilateral. The only additional thing that we have to keep in mind here is that if 3 points are collinear and 1 point is non-collinear, even then I don't get a quadrilateral. Can you make a quadrilateral here? Please don't try this. Just believe me, you can't. So these cases also need to be eliminated. What I'm trying to say here is that, say there are 6 points, right? And say there is another 3 points, none of them are collinear. So these 6 points will not give me a quadrilateral. So I'll subtract 64. But think of it, if I take any 3 points from here and any 1 point from here, will that give me a quadrilateral? 3 collinear and 1. It will never give me a quadrilateral. So I need to subtract those cases also. So I have total of 9 points. So my answer should have been 9C4. Then what we have done with lines and triangles, we straight away subtract 6C4. And then we also realize that if I select 3 from here and 1 from here, I will still not get a quadrilateral. In how many ways can I select 3 from 6? 6C3. In how many ways can I select 1 from these 3? 3C1. This case will also not give me quadrilateral. What is this case? 3 points which are collinear, 1 point which is somewhere outside, I don't know where, but somewhere outside. Those 4 points will also not give me quadrilateral. Why am I subtracting them at all? Because when I took my initial 9C4, what does 9C4 say? Any 4 points. So 9C4 means that the 9 points which are there, you have taken cases of any 4 points. All possible combination of 4 points have been included in 9C4. But some of these combinations are not giving me quadrilateral. I need to subtract those cases. If the points are collinear, those cases I understand. We have already done it multiple times. So we understand it very well. So we say all the cases where the 4 points are collinear, let's subtract them. In how many ways can I find such cases? The number of such cases? There are 6 collinear points, so 64. But let's also understand the cases where 3 points are collinear and 1 is not, is also not giving me a quadrilateral. But it has been included in the original case of 9C4. So I need to subtract that also. And therefore this will be my answer for number of quadrilaterals. Alright. Now in the next part we will do how to find the number of roots and all.